Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Yesterday, Manchester United lost at home to Brighton 2-1. Erik ten Hag's reign as manager got off to an awful start. Pascal Gross got a brace for Brighton. Danny Welbeck got an assist in the game. Danny Welbeck is a former Manchester United player, so reflecting on that, he was reuniting with Man United. Manchester United's goal was an own goal from Alexis McAllister. VAR intervened at the first. They checked for a possible handball, and then after that they checked for a possible offside, but anyway the goal had been given. Brighton had a good chance at the start of the game. It was Leandro Trossard. He hit the side netting. Manchester United had chances as well. Marcus Rashford had some good chances in the game. There was one chance where Rashford hit it straight at the keeper. Eriksen had a chance from long range in the game. It was Christian Eriksen's Premier League debut. Manchester United signed Christian Eriksen on a free transfer. Eriksen signed a 3-year contract with Man United. We saw Lisandro Martinez make his Premier League debut. He received a yellow card in the game. Manchester United signed Martinez from Ajax, got him in a deal worth 57 million. Lisandro Martinez signed a contract with Man United until 2027. There's an option of a further 12 months. Tyrell Malacia, of course, made his Premier League debut. Manchester United signed him from Feyenoord. Got him for around 13 million. Malacia signed a contract with Man United until 2026. There's an option of a further 12 months. But I said, didn't I, prior to the game on the preview, that Brighton are a decent outfit. You know, they've got a good manager in Graham Potter. Graham Potter got appointed in as the Brighton manager back in May 2019. So he's been the Brighton manager for over 3 years. He's under contract with Brighton until 2025. Before Brighton, Graham Potter managed Swansea and Ostersund. And like I said, you know, Brighton have got some good players in their team. You know, they've got Leandro Trossard, who I highly rate. They've got Neil Maupay, who's probably one of the best players that Brighton have got. Brighton have Danny Welbeck, Jeremy Sarmiento, Evan Ferguson, don't forget he's an academy player. Moises Caicedo. Pascal Gross is a good midfielder. Adam Lallana, he's a former Liverpool and Southampton player. They've got a very good centre-back in Lewis Dunk, Shane Duffy, Adam Webster, Joe Veltman, Tariq Lamptey, he's a very good right-back. Revert back to January, Manchester United went in for him. Alexis McAllister's good. They have Stephen Alzate. So there you go, there are a lot of the players that Brighton do have. Let me put into the equation that they've lost players. Recently, Brighton lost Mark Cucurella. He went to Chelsea from Brighton. I liked Cucurella, he was good at Brighton. He scored against Manchester United last season. Brighton lost Yves Bissouma to Tottenham earlier on this year. They lost Thomas McGill, who was a goalkeeper. They lost Dale Stevens, Ben White, Daniel Byrne. They lost him back in January to Newcastle. And Glenn Murray left Brighton. So there you go. Don't forget Brighton beat Manchester United at the Amex Stadium towards the end of last season 4-0. Man United did beat Brighton at Old Trafford last season 2-0. I think, by the way, yesterday was Brighton's first ever victory at Old Trafford. Manchester United's next game is Brentford. I am disappointed that Man United lost yesterday, but it is only the start of the season. Eric Ten Hag, I've still got, faith in him. I still think he's going to make Manchester United competitive. He just needs the right amount of time. This is the first ever time that Ten Hag is managing in the Premier League. And like I've said on a lot of my videos, the Premier League is totally contrast to the Dutch league. But you've got to give Ten Hag credit for what he did when he was at Ajax. Because when he was at Ajax, he won Eredivisie titles, he won Dutch Cups. And revert back to 2019, he got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals. Ten Hag was the Ajax manager for around 5 years. He's the former Utrecht, Bayern Munich reserves and Go Ahead Eagles manager. Ten Hag is under contract with Man United until 2025. There's an option of a further year. But Ten Hag has obviously made 3 signings so far this summer. Obviously signed Terrell Malacia from Feyenoord, Christian Eriksen and Lisandro Martinez from Ajax. Man United have let players go this year. Quite a lot have left on free transfers. We saw Juan Mata leave Man United on a free transfer. Cavani left on a free. Lingard left on the free, he joined Nottingham Forest. Matic and Pogba left on free transfers. Telles recently went out on loan to Sevilla with no buy option. Dean Henderson, he went out on loan to Nottingham Forest. Lee Grant left Man United earlier on this year. Manchester United, of course, sold Andres Pereira to Fulham. And we let quite a few young players go. More players are on their way out of Manchester United. I don't think Cristiano Ronaldo wants to be at the club. Don't forget, Ronaldo left Old Trafford before the end of Man United's friendly against Rayo Vallecano. That was Man United's final game of pre-season. Not so long ago it said that Cristiano Ronaldo wanted his Man United contract ripped up so he could leave on a free transfer. Ronaldo recently held talks with Galatasaray. A number of clubs have been in for him. Ronaldo's contract at Manchester United expires next year. There is an option to extend for a further year. Man United re-signed Ronaldo last year from Juventus. Since Ronaldo re-signed, he's got 18 goals in the Premier League. He has 24 goals in all competitions. Ronaldo's in his second spell at Man United. Ronaldo missed the vast majority of pre-season due to family reasons. Ronaldo's got a good pedigree as a player. He's won over 30 trophies in his playing career, including 5 Ballon d'Ors. Do you think Manchester United could still sell Anthony Martial? To be fair to Martial, he did well in pre-season, scored quite a few goals. Martial missed the game against Brighton yesterday due to injury. Last season Martial was out on loan with Sevilla. Martial has been at United for around 7 years, got like 2 years left on his contract. The best season Martial enjoyed was his debut season under Louis van Gaal. Tom Heaton, I think he'll leave the club next year. Probably stay for this year. Tom Heaton's a backup to De Gea, so Heaton's our second choice keeper, with obviously Henderson going out on loan to Forest. Man United got Heaton on a free from Aston Villa. Phil Jones, he's on his way out of the club. Phil Jones is not one of Man United's first choice centre-halves. He's only made like 3 or 4 Premier League appearances since January 2020. At one point, Jones was out of a knee injury for a while. Jones's contract at Man United expires next year. Jones has enjoyed around 11 years at Manchester United, so reflecting on that, he's been a long-serving player. He's been with us since the Ferguson era. Tuanzebe on his way out of the club, I'd say. He was out on loan with Aston Villa last season. He's enjoyed 3 loan spells with Aston Villa. Eric Bailly, he's on his way out of the football club. Eric Bailly is not one of Man United's first choice centre-halves, but he is a good centre-half when he plays. But my concern about Bailly is too injury prone. Man United got Bailly from Villarreal back in 2016 for 30 million. Bailly's under contract with Man United till 2024. Maguire will probably sell him next year. He'll probably keep the captaincy because I think Ten Hag's got faith in him. But revert back to last season, the vast majority of Man United fans were demanding for the captaincy to be taken off Maguire. Man United got Maguire for 80 million. He's the most expensive centre-half in the world at the moment. I think Dalot and Bissaka are on their way out of the club. I think Fred and Lindelof will leave next year as well. Brandon Williams, you've got to say he's on his way out of the club. Last season he was out on loan with Norwich. So there you go. Obviously, we've got Steve McLaren and Mitchell van der Gag at Man United. They're working alongside Ten Hag. Ten Hag was the ones that recommended them in. We got Benny McCarthy at the club. We got Richard Arnold and John Murtaugh. You know, Richard Arnold's Man United CEO. He replaced Ed Woodward when Woodward resigned. And John Murtaugh is our director of football, and I did say we made the right decision getting a director of football in, because I did say it's one of the structural changes we needed at the club. And obviously the Glazers, they're still at Manchester United, and I've said so many times they've been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time. The Glazers have owned Man United for around 17 years, so they've owned the club for a long time. They bought the club for 500 million back in 2005. For a while though, the vast majority of Man United fans were protesting against the Glazers, so there you go. Manchester United have let 5 managers go since Sir Alex Ferguson. You know, Man United sacked David Moyes, then we had Louis van Gaal sacked him. We did win the FA Cup under Louis van Gaal, and after Louis van Gaal we sacked Jose Mourinho. Man United sacked Jose Mourinho after 2.5 years. We won 3 trophies under Mourinho. He won them 3 trophies in his first season, so you can see he did enjoy one good season at Man United. After Mourinho, Man United had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, sacked him in November last year. Solskjaer was the Man United manager for almost 3 years. And after that we had Ralph Rangnick, and Ralph Rangnick left Man United earlier on this year. So reflecting on that, he said that Rangnick would not take up the consultancy role at Man United. Rangnick was Man United's interim manager for around 5 months. So there you go. You know, the last time Manchester United won the Premier League was back in 2013. That's almost 10 years ago now. But like I say, you know, Ten Hag is not going to replicate what Alex Ferguson did at the club. No manager is going to replicate what Ferguson did at the club, because Alex Ferguson, greatest manager of all time, he brought success to Manchester United because he won 30 odd trophies, including 13 Premier League titles. But he didn't settle in straight away, Ferguson, because he didn't win out in his first 4 years at Man United. Alex Ferguson was the Man United manager for around 27 years, so reflecting on that, he was a long-serving manager. So anyway guys, on my next video I'll be giving you an update on some transfers, and after that I'll be giving you my player ratings from this game. So anyway guys, take care, God bless, and I'll see you all again very soon.